quarterbacks that are clearly the future of these two franchises. Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson. Who's better? Alex, Kyler Murray is a better quarterback right now than Lamar Jackson, and you would rather have him on your team.
I'd rather have a bag of sand than buy this statement. Are you kidding me? Here's the main difference of this whole spiel you got going here with your Lamar Jackson versus Kyler Murray.
Give it to me.
Look at their records as starting quarterbacks in the NFL. Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray are no debate.
Hey, Alex, can I throw something in there too? Can I throw something in the pot?
Go ahead.
Better record, and Kyler Murray has arguably the best wide receiver in the league on this team. Who does Lamar Jackson have? Has Lamar Jackson ever had a number one receiver? Has he? Is Dez Bryant a number one receiver?
I was just going to.
Is Hollywood Brown a number one receiver? And have they ever had anyone? Have they ever had anyone that could really help out Lamar Jackson in the offense? And the answer is the best offensive help that Lamar Jackson has had has been John Harbaugh and his offensive play calling. That's it.
It's that and his dynamic rushing game and his legs. His legs have been his best asset by far.
Also, let's give Justin Tucker some love too. Let's give him some love.
But I mean, you nailed it. There's a fundamental issue when in 2021, Dez Bryant was contributing on an NFL team and acting as your number one receiver. That is a catastrophic roster error by anyone who makes that. I mean, you cannot have that happen. Marquise Brown was a great prospect. Mm-hmm. I don't think he's a number one receiver.
He's a great number two.
Great number two. Great slot guy. Great take the top off of defense kind of guy. Is not a guy you want in every single one of your offensive packages.
Think of this. DeAndre Hopkins on the Ravens.
It would be nasty. And here's the thing.
With Hollywood Brown too.
Here's the thing that we haven't even said that we probably should have right now. Lamar Jackson won an MVP, a most valuable player in his second year in the NFL. Do you know how hard that is, Ross?
I don't think Kyler Murray's going to do that next year. I don't think he's going to do it. Call me crazy. I don't think he's going to do it.
No chance. This is ridiculous how we're having this argument right now. Kyler Murray.
It's so stupid how people actually agree with this, that Kyler Murray's better. I don't understand that.
We penalize these guys way too much for success in a way. I mean, you have Lamar Jackson have such a good regular season. They were disgustingly good at the end of 2019. And we held that against them when they didn't make a good playoff run. And they did the same thing this year where they kind of flamed out. But that's the problem. But when you look at Kyler Murray's side, you see this kind of like it's almost like you see hope. You see what could be. You see like this greener pasture, like this green grass in front of you.
I see MLB center fielder that should have gone to the A's.
Exactly. But the thing is like you see hope and you see what could be and you can project out. But with Lamar Jackson, you know what it's going to be. And what it's going to be is an MVP winning quarterback, a guy that's going to be, a top seed every single year in the playoffs. And his team's going to win 11 to 13 games. How can you ask for anything different in the modern NFL?
You want to know how you can ask for anything different? If you are on crack. That's the only
there you go.
way. Also, speaking of on crack, I mean, it's a little off. I mean, quarterbacks are on top of you. Apparently, there's a handful of scouts that believe that Zach Wilson is a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence. There's just wanted to let you know.
That's actually a really good take because I'm a huge fan of not reading any of the measurables or watching tape or seeing anything, but just like hopping on like the media bandwagon darling that everyone. I mean, here's the thing: is like I see a fundamental issue when you have a guy on nobody's draft boards, and then he has a good year, and because he's got a rocket arm and wears an arm sleeve, he's all of a sudden the next coming of Patrick Mahomes. Like
no, he's going to be next John Elway, obviously.
I don't know.
But what we do know, Alex, is that Lamar Jackson is better than Kyler Murray, and it's just
every day of the week.
Stop with this conversation, because I've seen people actually arguing that Kyler Murray is a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. Big like NFL pundits and stuff like that on these big national TV shows think they're all hot stuff, and they're out here saying with takes like this. Come on, man.
It's ridiculous.
Come on, man. Do you really believe this?
Because also the thing is like Kyler Murray, you wouldn't characterize him as a runner. He's a scrambler. Lamar Jackson's a freaking runner. He runs between the tackles.
We saw what we did against the Bills.
Makes game-changing runs. Kyler Murray does that. He's your third down go-getter, and don't get me wrong, he's
great at it.
The most athletic quarterback I've ever seen under 6 foot. I mean, this guy's incredible. I mean, it's kind of just it's him and I mean, I don't even know really how to describe him. He's Michael Vick without the downhill running, and Lamar Jackson is legitimately a running back playing quarterback.
And the thing about this,
we've never seen anything like Lamar. We've never seen anything like
No. And let's just remember that although we're saying that Lamar Jackson is better than Kyler Murray, we're not saying Kyler Murray's a bad quarterback. Don't make that assumption. Like when you're saying that Chase Young is overrated, which he is, that's not saying that he's a bad player. I'm also
not saying that here's the thing is like, and that's what I was talking about with the greener grass and this hope player is you don't know what Kyler Murray could end up being. He could end up being the best player we've ever seen before. Yeah. And Chase Young could be the same thing. But that's not the question right now. The question is we're judging on what they're doing now. Chase Young now is not an elite pass rusher. Could he be there in 2 to 3 years? Do I almost expect it to happen? Yes. But right now, he's overrated. Kyler Murray right now is overrated.
Right now. Literally, as a recording, right now. It's like Space Souls. We're in now. We're just talking about now, and that's that. But Alex,
you think people would get that?
No, I don't. I've lost a lot of faith in most people that I've seen.